Hello, I'm Natasha Castellan and this is the Artist Chat Room, and today I'm going to chat to you about a quote from Jim Rohn. Take time to gather up the past so that you will be able to draw from your experience and invest them in the future. So when I say that, I don't mean stick your head, keep looking into the past was better, the past was where you had all your experience. More like, hey, every now and then, pull out an old sketchbook, have a flick through, see how far you've come, see how you weren't that bad in the first place, and hey, maybe there's something there that will ignite you to do something today. This sketchbook was a sketchbook from when I was still a student of art. Now I became a serious student of art later in life. I joined the Gold Coast Art School, and then when I did everything I could there, from every tutor and every course, I then went and did my degree, and now I actually work at the Gold Coast Art School. This is something I haven't spoken about much on this channel. I may do a more in-depth chat about this at some point if people are interested, but for right now, let's flick this around and have a look. So I'm aware that people are always interested in what sketchbooks are being used. I don't know where I got this. I actually have a feeling it could have been a hand-me-down. So this is the sketchbook. That's what is written there, is all I know about it. It's mainly for drawing. It's not great for wet material. It is not white. Here's a sheet of white so you can see the difference. And what's interesting about this page, I must have used this. This is a great little tool sometimes to block off an area. But I wrote here, these exercises should be done all the time, not just at beginning level. Each activity could be done for a while, even a week. So this is just some mark making. These are some negative space drawing. I think that was drawn one way, and then I had to draw it the other, and my own bars. An upside down of a shield drawing. So this is 2013. That's how far back this goes. It looks like a quick exercise. This is a contour drawing of a man's back, a contour drawing of a woman, some negative drawing, a little face. That's a lovely little face. And this was a 5-minute one where it was a contour drawing. I can't really remember much because this goes back to 2013. Some more mark making, gridding it up into 4 just to know what goes where. I hope you can see this. Oh, I love these. Look at these lovely marks I've done here. And that's all done with graphite pencils. And then I've got this, looking at some tones. Not sure what this one here was. Waves, hair, who knows. It's quite interesting to see. Oh, these are lovely too. Looking at those mark making. I'm not sure. I'm quite impressed with how I drew there. I feel like it was at a time where I was way more careful and more perfectionist than I am today. Today I'm more about creating some faster works. Here's another one from an illustrator called Peter Hudson. I'm not sure where I got that image from. So here we have there's some life drawing ones which I'll quickly go through. I don't know if they were in person or from photos. I have a feeling that one was from a photo, just the way I did it. Looking at a composition here. Not sure what this was. It's obviously an elephant, but how and why, and wow. Some drum and an urn. These are just some small thumbnails. This one's quite lovely, looking at tone, and a really nice triangular composition. And I think I drew this before I painted the girl with the pearl earring, which was actually my first painting that I did in oils. This was a young girl called Mel, and she was the tutor's daughter who came in one night, and we drew her. And now I am in this decade. This is Trixie from a Patreon, who is by Emma Carlisle, and I did some drawings of Trixie. My grandkids, Henry, 10 days old, what a sweetie. My hands are wrong there, but this is some more from Patreon, which is probably about 2 years ago now. I haven't been in a Patreon for a little while just because I've had other things going on. It's either Emma Carlisle or Sarah Dyer. They're the two I usually did. Trixie is definitely Emma Carlisle, and that's her model she uses. Don't know if you can see this. It's actually, I actually really love the way this turned out, and that's Trixie's mum. Not sure what Trixie's mum's name is, but they will often model together, and Trixie's mum had this fabulous red hair and Trixie has dark hair. She looks so little, or at least her head looks little there. And look at these ginormous hands. I actually think this is a fun drawing. I love the ginormous hands and the little head of her mum. That's a little bit of fun. And there they are again. I'm very bad at doing profiles. I hope to improve on them. Then I have this blank page. And I think what happened then, I started to draw from the back. So this is a tonal painting of a landscape. Don't know if you can see this dog there. He's in orange. I actually thought about going over him. And, excuse me, that was my phone, my new phone, which I don't know how to use yet. Drawing from another drawing somewhere. There's some lifesavers pulling a rope. Looking at another tonal drawing and some colour swatches to see if I was to do this in colour, what colours can I make. And it looked like I used phthalo, cobalt, magenta and a deep yellow, and then created these colours from all that. When I was doing, when my daughter first told me she wanted me to do paintings for her, I think I did this quick sketch to see, these ones to see what she thought. The paintings actually turned out beautiful. These were just some quick drawings. Looking at some more mixing, colour mixing. I don't know that you can see this, but they are actually some life drawings there, but done so lightly. Okay, now I'm back to Patreon. I wish I had written down who they were. This one's I love how this one turned out dark, where this one I wish it wasn't quite so dark. But I feel like there's so much texture and it feels like a rough and rugged place. This one was lovely and a nice sense of distance. But I liked how we can see part of the women under the water. I didn't think I could do that. They're also timed drawings, so yeah. These are using some markers, maybe Jane Davenport markers, and just having a little go. I think they're flowers I had. I think they're actually fake flowers that I have. Now we're back to Trixie and her mum. So if I was to look back on this and go, what in here inspired me, I would say some of these compositions were really interesting, and maybe I need to look at that, and maybe I need to look at some more tonal things. I would also say that I need to work on my cross-hatching, which I have not done really well. But in general, this is the kind of stuff I love doing more today, creating texture on a page, and I can actually see that even though this was done a while ago, that there is some artwork that I'm creating now, that this would have informed it, all this texture. And this picture here, excuse the pun, floats my boat. Looking back at this sketchbook, I'm actually quite surprised at how good I was, and probably because I was very slow and very cautious and tried harder to be more accurate in the older works, which created a good standard, reasonably good standard. So that shows me I'm actually capable of that. It's something I don't like to do. I like to be quick. I like to be loose more. But it's kind of great to know that I can be that. I really like to know that this is something I can do if I choose to. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been recently painting some quick paintings in a sketchbook of my daughter's, and when I finish that I'll show that to you. And I did it because some of the work I've done when it's quick hasn't been good, and I'm trying to improve speed with accuracy. And I feel like looking back in this sketchbook is giving me the confidence to go, you know what, you can do it. You can do it fast, but you can also kind of chill back a bit and don't rush it. I think there's a difference between working fast and rushing. I am discovering things about myself as I'm doing this video. So take the time, go have a look at some really old work of yours. Maybe you'll have a different experience. Maybe you'll go, wow, I was so junk then and I'm so fabulous now. Where I haven't had that experience today in my sketchbook. I was thinking how much more accurately I was drawing back then. But I know why, because I took the time and I cared more about accuracy. Today I want to do loose and a little bit rugged is another word I could probably describe some of the artwork I do. But I hope today it's inspired you. I'm rambling now, so I'm going to quit rambling. I'm going to re-quote my quote to you. Take time to gather up the past so that you'll be able to draw from your experience to invest in your future. That's what we're all about, the future, not the past. But hey, take a time today, go have a look at your old ones and see what you think and how far you've come and what inspiration you can draw from that today. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And I hope you have a wonderful week of creativity. Bye now.